Hello there, and welcome back to more Final Fantasy VI. Last time, we ventured into Ebot's Rock, just north of Thamasa, where we encountered Hydon, the creature that Strago had been tracking his entire life. We took it down and obtained a very powerful new lore ability in the process, in the form of Grand Delta. Kefker better watch out, we're getting stronger by the day. Anyways, today we're going to be exploring a new area that has opened up here in the World of Ruin that was not in the World of Balance at all. And I'm going to be bringing, a character that I haven't used at all in the World of Ruin, really, basically, yet, in the form of Locke. And I'll be bringing Strago so we can showcase Grand Delta in a bit more detail. And of course, because I didn't really have a good idea of who my tertiary member would be, I'm bringing a Yeti along for this adventure. Because why not? Umaro doesn't really get will not get a lot of screen time regardless of what I do. And I kind of just want to give him something. Now, why am I here in the northeast area of this map? There's a little dot right here, but there's really not much for us here. So then, okay, what do we do? Well, if you remember, we fought the Intanger on this kind of northeastern island, though it definitely looks a little different. There actually is a completely new enemy for us here in this island as well, in the form of the Zone Eater. Now, we just want to kind of sit and wait, as the Zone Eater eats our Yeti Umaro friend alive. Strago and Locke are kind of paralyzed with fear, as Strago also gets devoured. We're not going to fight back against this guy, as you actually do want to get devoured by the Zone Eater here in order to access a completely new area. So, Locke, if you would be so kind as to get inhaled and eaten, thank you very much. Now, once we've been eaten, we now reach the Zone Eater's belly, which is a little weird. But we do have a decent exit as well via this area, but I'm not going to use that at all. Instead, we're going to travel through here. But first things first, man, do I want to let you listen to this music. Never mind. Okay, we're fighting against Coverts, and I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name. We're just going to go ahead and go at it. Now, this is not great because I am currently in the back row with my main attackers. But let's go ahead and see if we can use some Grand Delta. I have Lightbringer and Valiant Knife on Locke, so he should be doing some decent damage, but it won't be anything, like, super great. We're getting Flame Scrolled right now, which is not ideal. See if we can do some decent healing here. Grand Delta actually should be enough to take down most of these guys. There's Booty Shake, but Locke ain't all about that, so we're going to go ahead and see if we can do some decent damage with Grand Delta, maybe? Okay, we got healed a little bit, but another Flame Scroll will mark the end for Locke for sure. So let's see if we can take down this Covert. I guess I could probably put an Alarm Earring on maybe Umaro to try and avoid back attacks, as those are honestly not great for me. I guess we'll wait for the listening to music part at a later date. That was not ideal. I guess I really shouldn't be using Locke for healing, as the Lightbringer drains MP. Anyways, let's go ahead and put the Alarm Earring on Umaro instead of the Gigas Glove. Physical attacks aren't really going to be that ideal. If we go down here first, we can see that there's a button, but we're kind of walled off here. But we can see that there's 2 treasure chests, so we'll make sure to keep this kind of bottom area in mind. There are people here, it looks like. Hey, buddy, are you friendly? I guess not. Asshole threw me off the ledge. We got a High Ether and a Red Jacket there, though. Nice. Let's check out that Red Jacket. No, not relics. It's a chest piece. We cannot check out the Red Jacket. Never mind. I guess we can't. Nope. I'm sure someone here can wear it. Aha, Sabin can wear it. 78 defense, 55 magic defense, 5 strength, 2 agility, 4 stamina, and 1 magic. It's not bad. It also negates fire damage, which is pretty good. I have no real reason to equip that right now because, well, none of my current characters can actually wear it, so it's not high on my priority. But let's go ahead and see if we gotta avoid these guys who are just assholes and keep shoving me off the ledge here. Okay. Alright, well, I don't know how these fellers made it into the Zone Eater's belly, but you know what? I'm not even going to really question it. If you would be so kind as to let me jump across, This is kind of the main gimmick of this dungeon, but there's also a lot of different gimmicks to this dungeon. We got a magical brush right there, which is quite nice. Jump across, get a Genji armor, quite useful as well. I brought Locke along because, you know, we're gonna have to dodge these enemies, and he's quite acrobatic himself. Jump around. We've got to go down here so we can get across to this treasure chest. Nice. Fake mustache. That's an item for Realm that'll turn her sketch into a new different ability. Hey, buddy, you gonna let me through? Okay, well, I can't even, like, so much as brush by them, even though they're not running into me. Every single time you fall down, you're set back to this bottom area, so I don't think you will be missing out on that high potion or ether or whatever it was and the red jacket. You'll probably be getting it because you're most likely going to fall. No! I should not be doing that. I should be waiting for him to pass by on the other side, and then jump across, go down, and then jump around him like a regular, normal person who learns from his mistakes. Hey, buddy, you gonna walk across? Thank you. Yeet! Alright, cool, we made it past. Now we can go downstairs. And we reached a save point. Interesting. Okay, well, I don't really need that, so we can move forward. Oh dear. So we can see that there's, falling ceilings. There's a falling ceiling here. And a bunch of loot. Great. Well, good thing we have the avid treasure hunter here to help us through this. Ow, okay. That was very close. This should be a safe area, right? Hopefully. Don't let me down, Locke. Ooh, okay. Nice. We can go ahead and grab this. We can check the map real quick to make sure we're in a safe area. Looks like we are. We got a Zephyr cloak right there, which is quite nice. I think how many of those do we have now, actually? We can't even check our menu in here. The game's like, nope, you can't wait at all in here. You have to just do this normally. We can see a safe spot right there, but thankfully, thanks to our sprint, we can kind of just go. And then run! Okay, cool. We got Pinwheel right there, which is another throwable item with Shadow, which is quite useful. It's basically a stronger Fuma Shuriken. We can't buy those in shops traditionally. We can trade Fuma Shurikens in to get Pinwheels at the Coliseum, but I'm not really going to worry about that. We have kind of a jumping puzzle here, like Phoenix Cave. We can kind of jump across these open chests somehow. This is too big of a jump to make, so we're going to have to jump around here. Loop around. I can't jump here, so then maybe if I walk around here, jump across here, push this button, that adds extra parts to the bridge somehow. I'm not even going to question that. But that allows us to jump across these treasure chests again and get around to this westernmost area where an actual treasure chest with something inside lays. With a thunder shield, quite useful. We're getting a lot of those elemental shields, which is always nice, as damage mitigation is very, very nice. If I look around here, we have all the treasure chests, which is quite useful. And in this area, we obtain a friend. A man shrouded in strange clothing. Or perhaps it's a woman? Or perhaps it's not human at all. This individual is named Go-Go. Now, Go-Go is fairly ambiguous. There are a lot of theories about, like, what exactly or who exactly Go-Go is. But I am Go-Go, master of mimicry. It has been a long, long time since anyone visited me here. I have been idle for too many years. Perhaps I ought to mimic you. Tell me, what are you doing here? Well, you see here, I got eaten by a Zone Eater. I see. So you seek to save the world. Well, I didn't say that. Then I guess that means that I shall save the world as well. Lead on, and I will copy your every move. Yeah, we have a new party member in the form of Go-Go, our Mimic. This is also our final party member of the entire game. Go-Go is unique. As I was saying earlier, Go-Go is fairly ambiguous. There are a lot of theories on who Go-Go actually is. The easiest theory to accept is that Go-Go is just the Go-Go from Final Fantasy V, who is also a Mimic and disappears at the end of its battle, and just sort of appears here in the Zone Eater's belly. But I'll go into a few more theories later down the road. But Go-Go, in terms of gear, is similar to Strago and Realm, being built around the idea of rods and knives. So if you want to utilize rods in the form of items, you can use Go-Go here fairly well. Go-Go has a pretty standard stat spread when it comes to what they focus on, as their magic isn't really all that exciting, and their strength isn't all that exciting either. But in terms of combat, they will mimic anything that came before them, as long as you use the actual mimic ability. Go-Go is another character that cannot use espers or magic, so you have to rely on the other party members in your team to see what you can do with Go-Go. Now, I have already talked a lot about Go-Go, but I do want to go into a little bit more detail about what exactly Go-Go can do, what their mimic entails, and how to really use them effectively. So, as I adventure back out of the Zone Eater's belly, let's go ahead and do that. Let's talk about Go-Go. We have finally made it to our final character to go over, and Go-Go is one interesting individual to end off on. Looking at Go-Go's stats, we can see that they are very balanced, not having any real specializations, and that's for a good reason, as this balance allows for Go-Go to slot into any role they need to be in without the fear of lagging far behind their allies. In terms of equipment, Go-Go is limited in what weapons they can bring, mainly being rods and daggers. Because of this, Go-Go is most likely going to want to take advantage of the stat boosts of these weapons rather than relying on them for raw damage. Go-Go's armor choices aren't anything special either, mostly wanting gear that help boost their stats in various ways to fit the party members they are going to be mimicking at any given time. Now, similar to Amaro, Go-Go is unable to equip and learn magic from espers, meaning that they also don't gain any stat bonuses upon leveling up, so you'll need to mind Go-Go's gear options a little bit more carefully to help catch them up to speed. Now, this isn't to say that Go-Go can't use magic or that they are, in general, weak, but it does mean that Go-Go's progression is quite different from the rest of the cast. When it comes to relics, Go-Go can't really go wrong with any combination of relics, and due to Go-Go's jack-of-all-trades nature, it is difficult for me to give you any direct recommendations myself, so play it by ear and choose what relics you think would fit Go-Go the best for the current situation you're faced with. Now we move on to the star of the show, Go-Go's special ability, Mimic. Mimic allows Go-Go to use the most recent action taken by a party member, be it an attack, using an item or spell, or even using their ally's own special abilities as well. This can be a little difficult to control on the fly, but thankfully, Go-Go comes with their own unique ability to equip, so to speak, up to 3 different actions alongside their mimicry. Now, these actions range from being able to just use items normally or magic, to being able to utilize Bushido arts, blitz techniques, or even being able to cast runic on themselves. Being able to slot these actions onto themselves whenever they want is what allows Go-Go to slide their way into any team composition, even if they may not be able to perform as well as the original holders of these abilities. The options themselves are worth it enough. Overall, though, Go-Go is a very interesting character with a great deal of potential that is really only held back by how late they show up in the game and the player's imagination. I fully encourage you to try out Go-Go for yourself, as they might surprise you with just how fun they can be when a little bit of creativity is used to spice up your party. And with that, our final character has been gone over. Go-Go is a pretty interesting character. Hey, Zone Eater, sorry, I gotta go. Oh, there goes Go-Go back inside the Zone Eater. It was nice knowing you while we did. See ya, Go-Go. Oh, that was not planned. Oh, hey, Go-Go, what's up? Oh, okay, anyway. That's Go-Go, and yeah, Go-Go is quite interesting. I will be the first to admit that I've never been very good at actually using Go-Go well. For the longest time, I just was never either very patient or just didn't really understand what exactly I needed to do to make Go-Go good. And because Go-Go doesn't really work with stat increases the way that other characters do, and they're basically completely unique amongst the cast, similar to like Umaro, I just really didn't know what to do with them. But it's nice to know that it's really not that difficult to make Go-Go good, and it doesn't take a lot of effort to utilize them in a good way. But with that said, I think that's a pretty decent place to stop for today. Now, it was a pretty short episode, but trust me, we've got some big ones coming up soon. And speaking of that, Next time on Final Fantasy VI, I think we're finally in a position where I am comfortable enough to go forward and scale the Fanatic's tower. So, with that said, I'll see you soon.